Devadevam Jagannatham Devesham Vrishabhadvajam Namami Shirsa Devam. In this video, we will see the next part of Kotirudra Samhita, the origin of Vishveshwar. With the desire of giving liberation to the living creatures of this world, Lord Shiva had kept some portion of land on his Trishul after separating it from the rest of Brahma's creation. The name of this sacred place is Manikarnika. The Shivalinga by the name of Avimukta was established by Lord Shiva himself. Later on, the sacred place was brought down from the Trishul and established on the land of Shiva. This sacred place of pilgrimage later on became famous as Kashi and the Shivalinga as Avimukta Vishveshwar. The origin of Triambakeshwar. During the ancient time, there lived a famous sage named Gautama. The name of his wife was Ahilya. Once it did not rain for 100 years, as the result of which the whole area was affected by drought. Sage Gautama did a tremendous penance to please Varuna. Varuna appeared before Gautama and he was requested to cause rain. But Varuna expressed his inability in causing rain. He told Gautam to please Lord Shiva so that his wish could be fulfilled. Later on, Varuna instructed Gautam to dig up a pit which he filled with water. Varuna blessed Gautam by saying that his pond would never dry up. The sages who had abandoned that place returned there. Everybody became happy and satisfied. One day, sage Gautama instructed his disciples to fetch some water from that pond. When the disciples reached there, they found the wives of numerous sages present at the bank of the pond. The sages' wives did not allow them to take water and instead they rebuked them. The disciples returned back to the hermitage and narrated the whole story to sage Gautama. Ahilya pacified the angry disciples and went to the pond to fetch water. From that day onwards, this became a daily routine. One day, Ahilya met the wives of the sages. They tried to prevent her from fetching water. Not only that, they went back to their respective hermitages and filled the ears of their husbands. All the sages became very angry. The sages worshipped Lord Ganesha to please him. When Ganesha appeared, they requested him to drive Gautam out from that place. At first, Ganesha was reluctant to accept their demand, but when they kept on persisting, he agreed at last. Ganesha entered the field of Gautama in which barley was being cultivated. Ganesha had disguised himself as a cow. He started grazing the barley crops. When Gautama saw the cow grazing crops, he tried to drive her out from the field by hitting a grass on her back. The cow died instantly. Gautama was very sorry for his act. Meanwhile, all the sages from the surrounding areas arrived there. They forced Gautama to abandon that place at once. Gautama left that place and made his hermitage a little distance from there. One day he came to the sages and asked them as to how could he atone for his sins. The sages told him that his sins could be atoned only when he circumambulates the whole earth thrice, all the while saying, "I have killed a cow." They also told him that after he would have to perform austerities for 1 month. If this is not possible, then you will have to help Ganga manifest herself and take bath in her water. Otherwise, you will have to worship 3 crore Parthiva lingas. Only then you can get liberated from the sin of killing a cow, said the sages. Gautama made the Parthiva lingas and started worshipping them. Lord Shiva became very pleased by his devotion and appeared before him. Sage Gautama requested Lord Shiva to liberate him from the sins of killing a cow. He also requested Lord Shiva to manifest as the stream of river Ganga in that place. Lord Shiva tried his best to make him understand that he was innocent and the real culprits were those wicked sages. But Gautama was unconvinced. At last, Lord Shiva instructed Ganga to appear in the form of a woman. Gautama eulogized Ganga. By the blessings of Lord Shiva, Gautama was liberated from his sin of killing a cow. After that, Ganga expressed a desire to go back, but Lord Shiva asked her to remain on the earth till the 28th Manvantar. Ganga accepted to do that on the condition that Lord Shiva, along with Parvati too, would remain on the earth. Lord Shiva then established himself as Triambakeshwar Jyotirlinga and Ganga became famous as Gautami Ganga. The origin of Baidyanath. The demon king Ravana did a tremendous penance to please Lord Shiva and to get a boon from him. Even after his severe penance, when Lord Shiva did not appear, he started offering his heads one by one to Lord Shiva. This way, he already severed his 9 heads and offered them to Shiva. When he was about to sever his last remaining head, just then Lord Shiva appeared before him. He blessed Ravana with unparalleled power and strength. Lord Shiva also made him a 10 headed demon once again. But Ravana was not satisfied. He requested Lord Shiva to come along with him to Lanka. Lord Shiva gave Ravana a Shivalinga and warned him against keeping it on the earth, as then no power on the earth could lift that Shivalinga from there. Ravana proceeded with the Shivalinga. On the way, he felt the urge to relieve himself. Ravana gave that Shivalinga to a cowherd boy and went for his work. The cowherd boy held the Shivalinga for some time. He felt that the Shivalinga was becoming heavier and heavier. He could not bear the weight of the Shivalinga for too long. He kept it on the ground. When Ravana returned, he became very sad after seeing the Shivalinga on the ground. He knew that now it was impossible to lift it from that place. Ravana established the Shivalinga there, which became famous as Baidyanath Jyotirlinga. The origin of Nageshwara Jyotirlinga. During ancient times, there lived a demon named Daruk. The name of his wife was Daruka. They used to torment the people living in that area. The residents of that area went to sage Arush and narrated about their miseries and requested him to end this menace. Arush assured them that very soon their hardships would come to an end. He then went to do his penance. The deities appeared before him after being pleased by his tremendous penance. Sage Arush requested the deities to kill the demons. The deities went to fight with the demons. The demons got scared and started thinking about the means by which their lives could be saved. Daruka, the wife of Daruk, had received a boon from goddess Parvati, due to which she had gained unparalleled power. She carried the whole forest and placed it in the middle of the sea. This way, the demons again lived without being perturbed by the threat of the deity's attack. One day, the demons saw many boats sailing in the sea, on which were many people on board. The demons made all the people captive. There was a man named Supriya who was great devotee of Lord Shiva. He used to worship Lord Shiva daily, even though he was held under captivity. Rest of the people too got influenced by his devotion and everybody started worshipping Lord Shiva. This way 6 months had passed. One day a demon saw Supriya worshipping the idol of Lord Shiva. He went to Daruk and informed him. Daruk became extremely furious. He asked Supriya as to whom was he worshipping. Supriya, still engrossed in his worship, did not give any reply. This made Daruk even more angry. He tried to kill Supriya. Lord Shiva appeared and killed all the demons. Daruka's heart became full of grief at the news of her husband's death. She went to Parvati and told her how Lord Shiva had killed Daruka. Parvati met Lord Shiva and both of them decided to protect their respective devotees by establishing themselves at that place. Thus, Nageshwar Jyotirlinga came into existence. In the next video, we will see the remaining part of Kotirudra Samhita. Om Namah Shivaya.